Hello everyone and welcome to Low Budget Otaku, and today I'm reviewing a model kit. More specifically the high grade Racer Phoenix from the movie Pacific Rim Uprising. In my opinion, it's one of the coolest designs from the movie. Unfortunately, that little ball and chain does not come with this figure because originally it was from another one of the Jaegers from the show, even though it actually became famous because of Racer Phoenix, so I'm pissed. Can you imagine that chain and ball with some LED lights? It would look amazing. Now, I'm actually reviewing all the high-grade model kits that Bandai released, and I already reviewed Obsidian Fury, so if you haven't checked out that video, go ahead, check out. The link will be in the description below.
Follow me. I'll cover you.
Now, one thing that actually disappoints me a lot of times with model kits is how deceiving they can be if you're new to model kit collecting. They always show these amazing promotional materials in the front of the box, but then what you get is not that good looking. You have to actually personalize a lot of kit to be able to get something as close to this. Now, before I show you the kit and what it comes with, let's take a look at this artwork. So, amazing images on the front, really want that figure, but then what you get is actually closer to this. Let me focus, because somebody told me that my last video was a bit out of focus, so I need to be careful. Now, you see, it's a plain plastic figure, sometimes even plainer than the figures that you get, but because it is a model kit, the idea is for you to personalize it and to make it look as good as you can. Now, this one actually brings the little figure, but again, the figure doesn't come like this. It comes with the plastic that is basically all in the same color, and you need to actually paint it all. Now, the promotional material is very good, brings you some quick instructions, and that's basically it. Is a high grade box, and I'm going to take the box out of the equation. Okay, so we have our kit. Now, it is a very simple kit overall, and it's one of the things that I actually like about it. If you're a beginner, this is a great kit for you. Now let me show you that the instructions are very simple to follow. They are in English, something that is an improvement from old kits of Bandai, and compared to Gundam high grades, this is much easier to put together. So, simple instruction booklet, I really like it. By the way, after you build the kit, you do have some more complicated instructions because of the stickers, because this figure has a lot of stickers. And most of the time I do hate stickers, but these ones were actually very good and actually gave me a very good finish on the overall product. Now let's take a look at our accessories. That is very small. So we got our little robot there, and as you can see, I did paint the guy all by myself, and the paint is a mess, but it's okay because it is supposed to look a little bit messy. It is supposed to look a little bit unprofessional, and I do think, yeah, it's okay. It's an okay job. So I tried to copy basically what it was in the box, and I think I did an okay job. Now let's look at the kit itself. Now the kit looks a bit different than what it would look if I just build it. Why? Because besides putting in the stickers, I weathered the kit. Now what it is weathering? How did I manage to make a finish that actually looks a lot closer to the one in the box? Now I did it with some simple weathering master tools from Tamiya. these little babies. Now, there's a lot of different ways of doing weathering, and there are different kits that you can buy. These are very simple to use and I really like them. Now, I have soot and rust, and what I did was put some soot that helps me do some shading effect on the kit, and then some rust to give it a more, I don't even know how to describe it, really worn down look, like it was in really serious battles. Now, all of these kits bring these little brushes, and what I do is normally I pass to the pigment, and then I go around to these extremities of the kit, just brush it off, brush it, all of these little extremities, brush, to give this really nice finish to the kit. Another thing is the visor. Let me focus. So the visor itself is painted gold. So normally it's a normal yellow. This is a metallic gold. It really, I think, improves a lot the visor look of the kit. Another thing that I did is I painted these little guns. Let me see if I can focus on them. So I painted, I believe it was iron paint that I used. So Mig Jimenez iron, and then gunmetal in those guns in his heart, and also painted in gunmetal. So I personalized this kit, and I do think these stickers are really nice, especially after I put the weathering. You can almost not see the limits of the stickers, so they really blended really well with the figure. Now, the figure, as I said before, doesn't come with a lot of accessories. What it do bring is these two alternative munition parts. Again, let me focus, okay, that I also painted with iron, that are supposed to replace these ones. So one for each side, and then you have these two guns that again I painted with gunmetal. Now let me show you how to replace the parts themselves. So let's separate there, and we need to remove this part to place the first. Okay, so just take that, replace by the gunmetal, and okay, so now we have these parts showing the munition for the guns. Now the guns can be put in the front or in the back. Both of them have these little parts that need to be taken out. Not the easiest thing to do. My advice will be to use some clippers, tweakers I mean. There you go, and just remove that, and remove that, and now you can place the guns. And there you go. Simple mechanism. So now, yes, we got a great looking figure. Now, I do think it is a much better option than the figures that you have available, at least if you have the time to really do some weathering on this guy, because even though he is a bit small, it is, I probably think, is the one that can make it look better after some work.
And now comes the interesting part. Let your fingers get in there and have a good old rub-a-dub.
Let's look at his articulation. So we have a ball joint on the head. Allows us not that much range of motion because he actually is very limited by all of these neck parts, but you still have decent articulation that allows you great range of motion. Now here for the shoulder, I'm not sure, let me see if I can pop that off. So you have a butterfly joint there, that connects with this ball joint. Now these little parts do get a little bit in the way, so be careful with them. The shoulder itself is hinged, so it can move. So we can do 360. We do have our bicep swivel. Hinged elbow. Not that much, but you still get 90 degrees. And then we have a ball joint for the hand. The other side is the same, even though the hands are not symmetrical. So one of them is actually looks a little bit bigger than this one. Now for you don't have a ball joint on the waist, you just have a ball joint, or better, now we do have a ball joint on the waist, but it doesn't do much. As you can see, barely crunches. Let me see if I can remove again. So you see, there's a ball joint there, but it doesn't do much. Can lean back a little bit and crunch a little bit, that's it. This one is the one that you're going to use to swivel. So yeah, the waist is not the most perfect articulation that I've seen, but he is a bulky robot, so it is normal. Now here we have different systems. So we don't have ball joints, we have just this peg that pegs to this butterfly joint. But again, these little parts get in the way, so don't expect a beautiful spread. That's how much he spreads. And we do have a thigh swivel. It can kick forward really far, back really far, so no problem there. And then we have these little weird knees. So we have a hinge there, and another hinge. No, it's just a hinge there. It is a very weird leg, so strange hinge system. I'm trying to understand if it is a double hinge, but yeah, that's what you get with the knee. And then we have, I believe it's a, so we have a ball joint with a hinge that connects to the foot, so you do get good articulation back, front, back, and some great pivots. So the articulation is not bad, but it is also not the best. So for now, positives, the customization options for these kits are great. The kit itself can look amazing once finished. Great stickers. The articulation is a little bit limited. What about the size? Size comparison. Bandai High Grade Gypsy Avenger. Bandai High Grade Obsidian Fury. Bandai Mini Pla Megazord Daijujin. Bandai Mini Pla Gaofaigar. Bandai High Grade Model Kit of the Amazing Comfort. And finally, High Grade Bandai Model Kit of EVA 00. This guy costed me around 16 euros without shipping and taxes, so it is a very cheap model kit. And the advantage of model kits is that Bandai is always restocking them, so unlike action figures, most of the time you can get them at the original price. So it is a great thing, and with that in mind, I have no problem giving this model kit my low budget otaku seal of approval. So I hope you enjoyed the review and my paint job that I still think is a little bit...
It's a bit special.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell icon to always know when the next video is up. Smash that like button and I will leave you guys with some amazing pictures.
See you next time.
Do it! Just do it!